Mr. President, the reports are in, the results are clear. Americans are feeling better and better about where the economy is headed under President Biden and congressional Democratic leadership. When you pass an ambitious agenda like the ones Democrats have passed under President Biden, it can take some time for the effects to take hold. But now we're starting to see these benefits gain momentum. Americans are starting to notice. As a Washington Post headline read this week, falling inflation, rising growth gives the U.S. the world's best recovery. And American citizens have noticed. The University of Michigan showed that consumer sentiment surged by nearly 30% over the last 2 months, the biggest 2-month increase in over 30 years. And earlier this week, another survey by the Conference Board showed American consumers are more optimistic about the economy today than they have been in over 2 years. Let me say that again. According to a new survey by the Conference Board, very well respected, American consumers are more optimistic about the economy today than they've been over the past 2 years. The chief economist at the Conference Board credited the surge in consumer optimism to, quote, slower inflation and, quote, favorable employment conditions. Look, a year and a half ago when Democrats passed legislation investing in the American people, like the Inflation Reduction Act, the hard right predicted America would sink into recession. Instead, the opposite has happened. Jobs are up, the economy is up, wages are up, and inflation has cooled down. None of this happened on its own. It's a result of Democrats choosing to invest in infrastructure, invest in manufacturing and scientific innovation, lowering prescription drug costs, and more. We're seeing big progress across the country. 1 year ago this week, I stood with President Biden to announce historic investment in one of the most important infrastructure projects in the country, the Gateway Tunnel. And just this morning, we learned that manufacturing investment, something that had plagued America for quite a while, is near an all-time high, more than double its highest point during the previous administration. Look, Republicans know Democratic agenda is working. It's why so many Republicans of Congress are openly taking credit for our achievements. All over the country, you see Republicans bragging about projects and jobs that they actually voted against in Congress. The hard right knows they have no real agenda to tout. As one Texas congressman said on the House floor, I want Republicans to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did it. Unfortunately, his options, this Republican congressman, his options are slim because they don't have much to tell the American people about that they did that was good. Without real accomplishments on their own, the hard right is trying to take credit for the things Democrats are doing. It's laughable, and the American people, frankly, aren't falling for it. So make no mistake, we still have a long way to go to make our economy more productive. But Americans can rest assured that under President Biden and congressional Democrats, we are on the right track. I yield.